niggas be stopping and gotta take a nap or something. And red, nah, man. I mean, I don't even do no. Hell yeah, nigga. Other day though, I bought me a Red Bull, nigga. Yesterday actually, cause I went, cause I went to sleep, bro. I went to sleep like at 9:30, and I got up, nigga, at my stomach. Yeah, my stomach was hurting, so I woke up about 12:45 in the morning, and you know I couldn't even go back to sleep. Man, I couldn't go back to sleep, so I was like, fuck it, let me jump up and go to work and shit. I'm like, I ain't had but 3.5, 4 hours sleep, so I know, nigga, I'm finna have to go and have a Red Bull on standby.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm. Nigga, that seemed early to me right now, nigga. It'd be crazy because I'd be like, when I was getting up at 5:30, 6 o'clock to go to work back in the day, going to sleep at 10, it felt like it was late. But you still damn near getting 8 hours of sleep then, bro. Nigga. Man, you stay up all night going to work at 8. I stay up all night right now. Man, that's so much damn time, nigga. I'll probably be up, boy, right now. Woo. But then, you know, when based on your work schedule, based on your sleep schedule too, you work at 8, nigga, you gonna fuck around and sleep as long as you can. So that's really how that works. Yeah, that's really how that works.
They start the drive on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert.
Nigga say he ain't like you. Oh, y'all must have told him that. Yeah.
Leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Toss wide side. This is Kamara. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Boy, she rocking the shit out there, slow. Shit.
To throw is Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. And he is going to have a Saints first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially
Man, I get something to go and get off here and watch the show, man. I fuck with you. All right, bro. Yeah.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run it again with Kamara. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Play fake. Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Gillikin on a punt now on 4th down. Back deep, Jakeem Grant. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The Browns at 11-3 on the year, and they've certainly found their groove of late, winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Chubb. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Clock running under a minute to go in a scoreless 1st quarter. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Alontae Taylor up to make the tackle.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
We're scoreless after one. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the 50, it's Watson. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. He is out of bounds inside the 35. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Jameis now on first down. And he caught it up. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. And you probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And the linebacker, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, on the tackle.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal Shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down, it's Kamara again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. From the end zone, it's Dearness Johnson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll go option to the short side. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they control the blocking.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with career touchdown number 60. And they're able to add on to their advantage. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Well, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Winston. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Again, it's Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Winston. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Watson. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The final shot before the break, Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. Off of play action, it's Watson. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got him in, complete. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Hard to believe that arm strength was a knock on Deshaun Watson coming out of Clemson, but he showed what he's got there.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. I think you have to say Nick Chubb, pound for pound, one of the most powerful runners in the NFL. He proved it there.
Yeah, that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, out of my way, and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Winston now to throw on 1st down. He's going to air one out. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let it go again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Lutz with the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
What up, big homie?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but then just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
80 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play that time for Cleveland. 52 yards. Watson now to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. Touchdown, Browns. Anthony Schwartz, a 7-yard touchdown grab. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you.
I can't hear you.
Memory was a little too long there.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, man?
Yeah, I can.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
For the speed, the other one. My other receiver got 97
And they'll let that one
speed.
go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Bro, that's crazy how it just changed just like that.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They go play action. Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack. And a turnover on downs. A curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. They go up the middle with Chubb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll go option to the short side. And he goes backwards here. Losing yardage back to the 16. On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
And that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape.
Out of my game, bro.
You playing?
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
What you wasting ink on? Is that a project? Or just some mess that's going to end up in the trash can? Stop it.
Oh my God.
You have a good day today?
How you get beat, bro?
Huh?
Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Oh!
Watson on 3rd down. Going out wide, finds Chubb.
Sam Darnold, throw the ball out there, bro.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Oh, my God. But turn around.
For the extra point. And this one was over
I'm going to beat him because he like to run.
Their big lead.
And I'm going to score a point.
You're going to beat man. You saying you're going to beat man?
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
Oh.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Bro, these dudes don't block nobody, bro. Like, they just don't move. It's so annoying. Like, how am I supposed to throw the ball now? I can't even
float this one deep right
drop
side.
back, you know?
It's caught at the 10. A big-time play there
out
for
running
New Orleans. 64 yards. To throw is Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run out Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara. And a 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Lutz to try on the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Oh my God!
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 124 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he is going to lose yardage here. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Oh, my
God. That's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Stop playing with this bomb, bro. Stop throwing the ball and just going and go for the win.
Wow.
It's hard to spam on here. Sometimes, goodness gracious.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been
like
how
two
this
little
ball game has
breakout
played out.
things.
They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
That's just great.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. The trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league. It's got
97
Sacked a number of times. Interception, so we give a scope credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Winston. Incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on the first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Winston. And this throw will be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost like the game at the rise. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. He completes it to Hunt.
Touch nobody, Amari.
So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 133 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Browns.